And we're live. Welcome back, everyone. Craig here, and I have special guests, Beth and Steven. Had you guys on before. I'm trying to live stream to Twitter, but I forgot I took off the $8 a month that I was paying Elon, and so I can't go live there. So we are live streaming right now to UCM, the YouTube page, and a new YouTube channel called The Resourceful Catholic Man. If people can, if you're chiming into this, there's it should be a pinned link in the comment section. If you'd be so kind to go over to that other channel and follow us there, and it'd be helpful if you subscribe to it. I'll talk a little more about it in a moment. Jonah today, I told him I had started another YouTube channel. He says, "Yeah, you make YouTube channels like you do kids," and that's actually kind of true. So, with that in mind, Beth and Steven, why don't you go ahead and reintroduce yourself a little bit, and then we'll start talking about your new course.
Okay. You want to start there?
Oh, I get to introduce us? Yeah. So we are Steven and Beth Kaczynski. We are the hosts of Catholicism and Coffee. It is our YouTube podcast that we started almost a year and a half ago now.
A little over a year.
Yes, where we talk about all things Catholic, saints, feast days, holy days.
And we've been kind of making a shift into pop culture.
Yes, we have. And that's been really fun. And we get to dive into a lot of things that are just very enjoyable for us, where we get to blend faith and creativity and movies and books.
I know. I remember from our last episode or two that you guys both have, if I remember, kind of drama or theatrical or whatever media backgrounds. Is that right?
All kinds of media backgrounds here.
Yeah. I've done radio. I've worked in film and television. Yes. You've done stage. I've done stage.
Yes.
Yeah. So. And
I've got my degree in creative writing.
And I have
lots of reading.
Yeah, and I have a degree in film studies. Yes. So I can sit and yell. I'm the most annoying person to watch a movie with, because I will tell you how they did everything wrong.
You can watch it with my
Beth's
kids.
Chagrin, because she will.
Well, I'm just as bad if it's based on a book. I'm like, in the book they.
That is true. You have done that.
Yes.
Well, I don't read books, so I never have that problem myself. So let me talk a little bit more about your podcast, and then we'll talk about the course that you brought out. So you said this is your second year with the podcast, then?
Yeah, I think we are in our second year.
We're in our second year.
Yeah, we took some breaks here and there, but
yeah.
And what's the name? Remind me again. What's the name of your podcast?
Catholicism and Coffee.
Okay. And what are the kinds of topics you talk about on there?
Lately we've been delving more into pop culture, sort of like Christmas movies and Christian movies and stuff. Creative process.
Yes, Catholic approach to fiction was a recent one.
Yeah, but we've talked about saints and other stuff. But when we took our first break, we were like, we could do theology till we're blue in the face. And there are people who are actually better at this than we are, who have more qualifications and have just a better understanding of stuff. So we wanted to kind of delve into something that it's actually been really lacking in the church, which was pop culture. Because people will hop onto stuff and be like, oh, this person's Catholic. This person's great. Are they really?
Yeah. And then another thing is, oh, there's this movie coming out, or oh, there's this book. Is it good for Catholics to read, or should Catholics be watching this? And it's just like, what are our views on that? What can we apply from what we know of church teaching to, should Catholics watch this? And that's our current series, or mini series, if you want to call it.
Yeah, our little series, Should Catholics blank.
Yeah, our first one dropped last week.
On Friday.
Yeah. It was, should Catholics watch superhero films?
Yes.
I didn't know that was a controversial topic.
Not too much in, normie Catholic circles, but some of the trads get a little, they get their shorts in a knot about that, which is sad.
Yeah, and superhero films aren't as controversial as some other films, because I think, what do we have coming up? Well, mythology is going to be our next one, and some people are like, oh, Greek gods. It's like, yeah, well, are you reading it, or are you worshiping the characters in it? Because if you're worshiping the characters in any movie, that is problematic.
You have a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, I can totally I can totally agree with that sentiment. So, okay, well, let's switch gears then. Let's talk about your new course called Morality in Movies, right?
Yes.
Well, before we'll put it up on screen here in a little bit. But before we kind of get into it, kind of tell me what, uh, like what compelled you to do this? Why did you do this? And what do you think? Like, who are the people you think would really benefit from this?
Well, funny enough, it was sort of our we do the we walk around just to catch up on the day and such. And we were taking a mid-afternoon walk, and I was telling Beth about this youth retreat I did when I was in high school. And one person talked about Christ-like characters in pop culture. And I thought about it and I said, oh, this is a really interesting. And they brought about three very different movies with three very different characters, of which was The Matrix. I forgot what the other two were off the top of my head. And this presenter had very specific standards, like died young, upset authorities, rose from the dead. And I said, why don't we try to approach that, but with a Catholic approach to various films, talk about like a specific virtue or something along those lines, and actually break it down throughout a film.
Yeah, and we had talked previously about, oh, maybe we should do a course because we saw a lot of people were making courses and Catholic courses. We're like, what the heck would we do a course on?
Yeah.
And there were some ideas like, I don't really love this idea. And just like, and we got into movies and just like, we got really passionate about it. We got really excited about it. We were just sitting up late into the night coming up with all the movies we wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
So, how do you expect your course to be used? Is this for people just sort of viewing pleasure? Do you think people are going to use it like homeschooling? What kinds of things do you think would you expect people to use your course for?
Well, ideally, it would be good for homeschooling. It would be good for any younger adult groups, stuff like that, who have a love of movies and a love of Catholicism. And we break it down pretty well in the course. We bring out quotes from the saints, the catechism, Bible, obvious scripture, and just really delve into these kind of topics. We even pull out Fulton Sheen for one of the movies.
Yeah, and the goal is just to grow in a better understanding of the faith, of these virtues or teachings, but to do it by a more practical approach and be like, oh, here's examples of this virtue in this film, and here's how some ways you can apply it to your own life.
Yeah. This is just a means of having tools.
Yes.
Because pop culture is a mess. Hollywood's burning, literally. And people are wondering, is it beyond saving? And there are some who say, no, it shouldn't be safe. And then there are some who are like, oh, we can save it. Well, do you have the tools to do it? Do you have the means? Do you have the knowledge to tell good storytelling? Because, I mean, Christ himself used storytelling.
Absolutely.
And movies are our biggest form of storytelling in this modern age.
And we try to make the movie choices very extensive. Our earliest one is from the 1940s. Our most recent one is from 2018.
2018.
But we split it into genre packages. We've got 5 different genres. Each genre has 4 films. We've got some cartoons in there. We've got some that are a little more mature.
Yeah. We got 2 R-rated films in there.
Is it, would you say that your approach is more about identifying positive Catholic themes in these movies, or let's say identifying themes that, let's say, are contrary to Catholicism that people should be concerned about, or both? How would you
Yes.
describe that? Okay.
Well, a good example is which one was Compassion and False Compassion? Collateral.
We did a movie. We talked about a movie called Collateral from 2004. And the virtue we actually talked about was compassion versus false compassion. And we brought out how 2 very different characters, our 2 lead characters, both had expressed compassion and false compassion. And there are some that it's right in the middle. You're like, is this person being really compassionate, or is it false compassion to kind of throw people off? And that was kind of our our approach to that.
Okay. Should we put the page up on the screen here? And you can
Go for
talk
it.
about them?
Let's have people see.
Before I do that, for those in the comments, if you haven't seen it, I'm streaming to two places. You're probably seeing this on the UCM YouTube page. If you would be so kind, I have a link. It should be a pinned link to a new YouTube channel. It's going to be sort of a companion channel to UCM called the Resourceful Catholic Man, where we'll be doing more of this kind of stuff. People talking about their courses and books, their YouTube channels, things that maybe are not kind of directly in the crosshairs of the stuff that we talk about on UCM regularly. But I want to give people exposure to both. So if you would be so kind to help that channel, go over to that. The link to the live stream is there. And if you could subscribe to it, I'd really appreciate it. I just started that channel, but I have a lot of, I'm excited about that channel. So with that in mind, let me go ahead and put your page up on the screen here. Okay. So let's see, did I have this? Here we go. Yeah. So so how many courses do you have?
We have 5 genres, and there are 4 movies per genre. So it's 20 films total. So there's a lot there, and each lessons are very, very extensive because we have video. There's worksheets.
Yes.
That with discussion questions and stuff like that. So if you're in a small group, it's actually quite ideal for that.
So what are the genres that you cover?
Drama, superhero films, musicals,
Science fiction and young adult.
and young adult.
Yeah. And you can see there we have an option where you can buy the full
Oh.
package with all the genres, all 20 films. If you really want to go into all of them, you also can buy just a specific genre. And if you ask us really nicely, maybe we'll build you a custom package.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
So like if you are doing this with kids and you want all the cartoons or all of the more kid appropriate movies, we'll put that together for you.
Yeah.
Okay, so just to kind of let me see, can I click on one? Yeah, let's see if we can click on one here. So this one is
That's the
drama, and so the movies you have, I guess it doesn't list it here. What are the movie? Oh yeah, it does. Here we go. Casablanca, Charity, Collateral, and Compassion. Wait, what are the titles?
Casablanca, Collateral. Hold on.
The Count of Monte Cristo.
The Count of Monte Cristo.
And Doubt. And then
And-
each movie we have a
I see.
specific virtue or teaching.
Okay,
So Casablanca's is charity, Collateral's is compassion and false compassion.
okay.
Forgot about that.
Yes.
And so there's essentially a study guide and a video for each of these films then.
Correct.
Yes.
Are you going to be adding any additional films to any of these genre courses?
Not at the moment.
Not currently, but we'll see.
Yeah, we are considering adding more down the road.
Yeah, it'll be a while.
Are you planning? Do you have any additional, let's see, genres or anything else in this sort of series that you have planned?
Nothing currently planned, but we've spitballed some genres we thought about adding to it, but it's just been
Yeah, it was a big time commitment to put together
Yeah.
these 20.
yeah. We're like, oh, it's 20 films, it'll be fine. No, it was months worth of work.
Yeah.
I bet.
And we watched every single film before we put together the videos and the worksheets and all of that. So
Mhm.
that alone was a time commitment.
The watching the films, then we did all the research that we did because we researched catechism, scriptures,
Mhm.
saints, and stuff like that, and it took a while. Plus all the editing of the videos and such, that takes time, as you can imagine.
Yes.
And if people want to purchase this, how do they like kind of run us through the simple mechanics of actually being able to purchase the courses and then use them?
Okay, so you do have to set up an account. They just ask for a basic email address, password, and this account will allow you access to our site so that you can watch all the videos and you can access the worksheets. And I know the worksheets at least have a download feature. I think the videos might as well. I haven't purchased the course, obviously, so I don't know all of the mechanics. We're learning as we go.
Yeah.
And when people watch the videos, will they go to your website, basically log in, and then there'll be like a dashboard or a portal or something for
Yes.
them to, okay.
Yeah, so we do it all through Wix. So it's going to
Cool.
be through Wix.
Okay, that makes sense. What would you suggest to people? Would you suggest that they, if they get your course, would you suggest they watch the movie, then do your course, do the course, then watch the movie, or what would be your
I would say watch
recommendation?
the movie first.
Yeah, I also think it's a personal preference because maybe it's a movie you've seen 20 times already
Mhm.
and you know it like the back of your hand and you're like, I just want to hear some Catholic commentary on this. Then you can probably watch our videos without rewatching the movie. But if you're doing this in a small group, I think it would be really fun to watch the movies first and then watch our videos.
Yeah.
Because we do have some spoilers in there. We try to give warning, but there may be times where we forget.
We probably forget.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. I know I did.
How is there any kind of a normal or average length of your commentaries or whatever for each film?
About 20 to 30 minutes. There's one or two that are a little longer because we do movie series instead of just a single film.
Yeah.
What
Our
would-
longest is like 43 minutes. But in our defense, there are 8 movies in this series.
Yes.
So
It was the
Which-
Harry Potter series.
I see. Beth, what was your favorite movie to review?
Ooh, my favorite to review.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, so doing the Harry Potter one was super fun. We actually did that one together.
that's one of the few we're
Yes.
in together.
Yeah, because there's a handful that we do together. There's some that Steven does by himself. There's some I do by myself. Yeah, my favorite that I did by myself, might have to say My Fair Lady under the musical genre.
That's
Okay.
good.
Yes.
What was your favorite, Stephen?
Oh, I probably delved the most into Collateral. I had the most fun with that one, as well as Batman v Superman
Yeah,
in the
well,
superhero genre.
Collateral, you got to quote Fulton Sheen.
That's why I like. That's probably why it's my favorite, because I
Okay.
get to quote Fulton Sheen, and people are like, "Collateral, what's Collateral?" I said, "You uncultured swine."
I've never heard of it, so I don't even know.
Yeah. So it's a wonderfully underrated film.
Hmm.
It's one of the few movies I can stand Tom Cruise in,
Oh, okay.
and he's a villain. That's what makes it even better. He's quite evil.
That's. I think is it true that he was once in the seminary?
Yes.
Yeah, I had to watch Maverick on the plane the other day again, and I don't know. I'm easily entertained, so
I haven't watched that one yet. I've watched the original Top Gun several times. But
I thought it was good. I mean,
I've heard good things. I just haven't had time to sit down and just watch it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. So I want to quickly go through here just for people that can hear. So for the drama, you have Casablanca, Collateral, The Count of Monte Cristo, and Doubt. Don't know that I've seen the Count of Monte Cristo. Is that an older movie?
2003, although
Oh.
they are doing another one this year. I think this year there's another one coming out. It's based on a book.
Same author who did The Three Musketeers. Why can't I remember his name off the top of my head?
Dumas. Alexander Dumont? Something like that.
So for the purists, do you recommend they read the book, then watch the movie, then do the course?
No, I haven't read the book.
Yeah. I
All
think
right.
that one, because the book is older and it's a bit more of a tough read, that would be hard to read the book and watch the movie.
Yeah, and also they changed some stuff, but it for the film, and it actually, I think, made it work.
Mhm.
But that's just me.
So in the young adult, you have, as we mentioned, Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, Inside Out, and To Kill a Mockingbird. Inside Out, I don't know that I recognize that movie.
2015, from Disney Pixar.
Yeah. Just had a sequel this past summer.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it was actually really good.
Okay. All right. I think I have seen that one play in our house. Superheroes, you have Batman versus Superman, The Dark Knight, The Incredible Hulk, and The Incredibles. Oh, so did you do all the Incredibles movies then?
No, we did just at the first one.
Just the first one? Okay, good.
There's only 2.
Yeah.
Although there's supposedly a third on the way.
We'll see if it happens.
I don't believe Disney on all that much anymore.
Mhm. Science fiction, you have A Quiet Place, The Day the Earth Stood Still, The Wrath of Khan, and Return of the Jedi. So is Return of the Jedi, is that one of the new ones?
No. This was the last of the original trilogy from 1983.
So you just did the one, not the whole trilogy.
Just the one.
Just the
Okay.
one.
Okay. And
And
then
Wrath of Khan is the second Star Trek film. We didn't do the whole Star Trek series because, well, that's a mixed bag. And it's
Okay.
painful.
Okay. And then musicals, you have Coco, Hairspray, My Fair Lady, and The Sound of Music.
Yes.
Was there one genre that was more difficult than the others? Maybe just because of the volume, but was there one that you thought was more difficult to do than the others?
I think science fiction was the first one we put together, so that was challenging in that, there's the learning curve. We're trying to figure things out still.
Mhm.
But I think our science fiction videos turned out really well, despite
did.
us not knowing what we were doing all
Yeah.
that much.
We were
Yeah.
splashing around trying to figure out stuff. But
Okay.
it managed to come out well. And then we kind of figured out our groove and we were just able to knock them out like that.
Yeah.
Do you have a promo video for one of the courses? Is that right?
We have a promo video that we used to play at the end of our episodes. People are really tired of seeing that video, probably, who are regular subscribers to our channel.
Well, I'm going to do it one more time here then.
All right.
Um,
Let's do it. We get to see my terrible acting.
This one here, the morality and
Right there, yes.
Right there. Yeah. Let's do it.
okay, here we go. You'll have to let me know if you don't hear the sound coming through.
Is there nothing to watch anymore? Oh, for the love of all that is holy. No. Oh, for the no.
Are you struggling to find something to watch?
Gee, what gave you that idea?
You've been scrolling through quite some time. Talk about how terrible everything is.
Well, can you blame me? They can't even tell if a boy's a boy, a girl's a girl, and the morality in these films is all screwed up. Bad guys are good guys are bad. What is this nonsense?
If you look, you can actually find a lot of good things in movies, even today's movies.
Do you have a special search engine or something? I am not taking one of those, filter everything out. We tried that.
No search engine, no filters. But you can check out Catholicism and Coffee's upcoming course, Morality in Movies.
Those two characters you talk about Catholicism all day, don't they have something better to do?
They like movies, I heard.
Actually, that actually doesn't sound too bad. So, where can I find this? Well, when is it coming out?
It's going to be on their website later this year.
Oh, okay. That actually doesn't sound too terrible. I hope they're not just doing Christian movies and stuff like that.
Oh, no, not at all. They're doing all kinds of movies. Lots of different genres, different eras. They've got Star Wars, Harry Potter, Pixar, superheroes, all kinds of good stuff.
I guess I'll check that out.
I think you should.
So there you have it. There you are. We are actually delving into movie criticism.
From a Catholic point of view.
Absolutely. And we're going to be talking about all kinds of multiple movies over multiple genres. It's very exciting. You may have just with Beth, you may have some just with me, and there are a couple that we actually do together.
Yes.
So check out our morality in movies that Catholicism and Coffee is proudly presenting, and we hope you actually enjoy these. You can pick and choose of the different movies or the different genres. We have some package deals. We'll have all that worked out for you, and you'll get to see all of that on our website, which will be linked in this video.
So stay tuned for more.
God bless.
All right. So I think we mentioned this off air, but there's the cat. Cat made an appearance. What's the cat's name?
Her name is Clarice.
Okay. I can't help but think of what is it? Hannibal?
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Okay.
Even though I say it was a different movie character
That's
inspiration.
not the one you were thinking
I
of?
don't think so.
Okay.
No, that's not
All
what we're saying. We just spell it as the character inspiration you give, but
Yeah.
she's really Clarice
No, she's not.
Starling.
She's Clarice Kazin's kitty.
Oh, right. Okay. All right, Pumpkin. Off we go. Don't.
If you do any additional movies and add them to the genres, will people, how will that work for people that purchase the course? Will it be updated? Do they have a chance to purchase additional updates, or how do you expect that'll work?
I mean, we'd probably release a new package deal with the full thing, and then if we do any new ones, they'd be their own package, their own genre, or it'd be like, oh, superheroes 2.0.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
whatever. What 2.0?
If people want to buy it, do I understand there's a promo code available just for those that watch this live stream or come across the video?
Yes.
Yeah, so we have one that we give to our podcast listeners. We'll go ahead and share it here too, because we're feeling generous.
Yes.
All right.
So it is all capitals CC podcast. Let's see if I can type that in the chat. That's difficult. Is it gonna work? I think that's what we use.
Yeah, that's the one we
Okay.
use.
Yes.
StreamYard. Why?
I might be able. Is it CC? Is it all capital? The whole thing
Oh.
capital?
All capital, the whole thing.
One word?
Okay. I need to learn how to type. Okay.
There you go. Okay, good. I don't know why it shows up twice. It must be because we're streaming to two different places. So, okay, good. So when people go in, if they enter that, what will be the discount for them?
You get $10 off any package. So if you want to do just one genre, you'll get $10 off. If you do the whole big one, you'll get $10 off. We also offer special discounts for any church group, any school, or anybody who wants to do this, because we want to help our fellow Catholics out.
Yeah.
Because we know, church budgets can be tight. If you're with a Catholic student union or a school, we know budgets are tight. So we'll give you a unique discount for that, because that's something we don't want to just be everywhere.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If people want to get a hold of you, have like questions or want to check in about discounts, is it on your webpage, or what's the best way for people to get a hold of you?
You can always message us through Facebook.
Yeah, we have a Facebook page. Catholicism and Coffee is our main Facebook page.
Yeah.
We check that messenger pretty often.
Well, we got them linked to our account, so we'll get the dings.
Yeah, we'll get that'll yell at us and be like, "Hey, someone wants to talk to you." Okay.
So go to the Facebook page and message you there is the best way to.
Yeah, I think we can send messages on YouTube as well.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any additional places, such as a Facebook group or anything like that, for the most ardent fans of your courses, where they can congregate and talk? Have you thought about that at all?
We might make one.
Yeah, if we get enough fans of our course first.
Yeah, if anyone wants to actually really get into our course, and we'd be happy to chat with them about that, or if church groups want to have us on, and we
would love to talk more about it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Anything else you wanted to add about your course, your podcast, or the wonderful snow you guys are getting down there? Anything else you want to add before we wrap up?
Not a whole lot. To answer Chris's comment in there, the cat is not in the video, sadly.
Mm-hmm.
Not the official one.
Not the official one. There's a blooper because we were shooting the promo video and she interrupted, and
we had to share it.
We had to share it because it was just too darn funny.
Very good.
YouTube channel, if anyone wants to check that out.
Our most popular video.
Our very most popular video, because it's short and has a cat.
Very nice. How often do you guys put out your podcast content?
We are doing every other week now, and Fridays at 9 a.m. we are actually, in the meantime, on those off weeks, we are trying to publish blog posts, which they were on the website that you were just showing.
Mhm.
It's under more, and there's blogs. We
I need to
posted.
move that.
Yeah, we may need to because.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have blog posts on there. We talk about various topics. We get to more the theological weeds, but we have some pop culture ones in there too. I have one rather scathing one. That was fun to write. We also talk about our story, how we got started in this
Yes.
crazy world, and a few other things here and there. It's been interesting.
Okay, very good. I did drop a link to the to your webpage in the chat, and then once the stream is over, I'll go ahead and put a link to your. I'll try to pin a link to your website there, and it'll be in the description as well. So people
Awesome.
want to get a hold of you, they can do that. And
Appreciate
looks like you have the links to your web page, to your Facebook page here on the website. So if
Yep.
people go to your website, they'll be able to link over to your Facebook page right away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we try to make it as easy for everybody as we can.
We do. And it's a constant work in progress.
Yeah.
So I got to share a story that happened to me the other day as maybe a tip for other content creators. So there's a podcast, and they just came up. It's a couple that does this podcast. It's a Catholic couple, and they just released a book. And I wanted to invite them on the show to talk about the book. And I tell you, it was like trying to invade Fort Knox to try and find a way to send them a message. All their places. The only way I could do it was sending them an Instagram message, which they finally responded to. But if there's one thing I love, that I try to do, at least on our channel, is give people as many easy ways to get a hold of us, so they can email us and message us. And I'm probably going to add a Google Voice number so that people can text if they want. So certainly encourage people to reach out to you. And if you ever get like an email address or other ways for people to get a hold of you, add that to your website. That'll help people make it as easy as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yep. So,
well, thank you guys. That was helpful, and I hope people go check out your course, and let us know if there are any updates, or like I said, if you get if you open up a Facebook group or something like that, let us know, and we'll circulate it for people. So okay.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Clarice. And thank you, everyone in the chat. If you happen to upon this video after the fact and you made it this far and you're over on the UCM channel, if you would go over to the Resourceful Catholic Man new YouTube page where this will be as well. And we'll have some other content coming out there as well. And if there's anyone else out there that has, a course, a book, anything that you're promoting in terms of Catholic social media, whatever. And if you'd like to reach out to us about possibly having a discussion and doing an interview, just get a hold of us. Go to the description below and you'll be able to get a hold of us. So anyway, with that in mind, thank you, everyone. And until next time, everyone, have a good one.